How much do I spend per week living in America? A lot of people ask me this question, especially after I shared that I recently moved to Boston and people were curious about the cost of living here in America. And honestly, I'm pretty curious about this myself, so I tracked everything I spent money on for a whole week. Let's get into it. Today is Sunday, and I would love to sleep in, but I feel like sleeping in usually makes me even more tired. So I went to Chinatown to eat dim sum with Xiaolü. I love this spot in Chinatown, and I often buy like bread and snacks from their bakery. But today, as I was buying some fresh egg tarts and bread, I smelled this amazing smell and realized their dim sum looked so appetizing. So it made me really hungry. This was actually my first time trying chicken feet, and just looking at it up close, it looked very interesting. It tasted really good though, but I just never eat stuff with bones in it, so I don't know how to pick the bones out. Their dim sum is really good and affordable though. We both spent about $20. Then we went to Newbury Street to walk around. It's really beautiful this time of year, but it's also very tempting because there are so many cool places to shop here. They have a lot of interesting coffee and tea shops too. I got a blue bottle coffee today. It's so popular, I've just never had it before. And I recently started to like drinking iced coffee because people told me it wouldn't stain my teeth, which I don't know if it's true or not. As we were walking, we ran into this mall and they have Aritzia, which I've never even seen in person before. And then I introduced Xiaolu to this type of chocolate advent calendar where you take one piece of chocolate day by day until Christmas. He had a free sample, but this shop is in a very fancy mall. It's not really for us. Now we're going back home. It's $2.40 for each trip on the metro, so $4.80 for today's transportation.
4:30 and it's literally already dark outside. I'm not looking forward to this all winter long. I didn't spend any money today and I'm cooking my dinner right now. I have the garlic and the onions already chopped. Okay, I'm done. I have to take a look. I even put some spicy pepper flakes on it to make it a little more spicy. I don't know. It's really, really good. Okay, I'm gonna go have dinner.
Today I had to go grocery shopping so I can eat for the rest of the week. And people say stuff in this store is more affordable, and that's definitely true. They really do have lower prices than Trader Joe's or Whole Foods. I love it. It reminds me of the grocery store back in my hometown. I got a lot of fresh vegetables, some protein, nuts, and some other stuff. And they also had the cutest little mini ice cream. So cute. And this time we spent about $80, but that's for two people though. The cost of living in Boston is really crazy, so to save some money on food, I usually make a really filling breakfast at home. This is one of my favorites. I have avocado toast with scrambled eggs, and today I even had some cotton candy grapes. 10 out of 10 breakfast. I literally eat this all the time. And I didn't buy anything today, but I did go out for a walk and stumbled upon this cute little secondhand bookstore. They had a really unique section and the vibes were immaculate.
So I just got this in the mail and this was about like $20 on Amazon, I think. But I've always wanted one of these, and what it is like a candle warmer. So you don't have to actually light the candle. You can just turn on this lamp and it'll like warm it up for you. So there's no fire. But as you can see, I'm really struggling. I'm really confused. Is that even normal? Okay, I've never ever seen a light bulb like this. Like normally it's just a circle, but there's like two little prongs and then you have to stick it in and twist, which feels so weird. And I have the perfect candle to do this with because this one, like I literally can't even light it anymore. Like my hand doesn't go in there with the lighter, so we'll see if this works. Let me turn it on. Oh my god. Wow, it's really warm. Let me show you. Wow, look at that. Life is worth living. Okay, hi. this is my kitchen, and I have something that I bought last week that I've been dying to show you guys, which is just this cup. And it's actually a special cup because, look at this. So this is like a filter built into the cup. So what you can do is, I know there's water in it. What you can do is put the tea like in this cup, pour your water in it, and then drink from here, and this will stop the tea from going into your mouth. Because I always have this problem. I don't know if you guys are like this, but every time I drink or I make a cup of tea, there are so many little things in it, and it's actually really hard for me to drink the tea like water and not get any of that stuff in my mouth. So this is perfect. I've used it a few times and it does really work. And I'm gonna make some tea right now because I didn't have coffee today and I'm feeling very tired. So I'm just gonna make some tea and maybe that'll make me feel better.
I also didn't spend any money today, so here's me making my coffee at home. I started using reusable filters for my Keurig to try and save money, but I honestly don't even know if there's a huge difference because I still go through a lot of ground coffee. Today I had some brunch and I got this ham and cheese croissant. It doesn't look like much, but it was very filling. And I also found this ginormous Barnes & Noble. It was so crazy. I've never seen a bookstore with an escalator in it before. I didn't buy any books, but I did add a lot to the list of books that I want to buy. So I added everything up and my total for the week is about $160. Honestly, that is a little bit more than I was expecting, especially considering the fact that I didn't even go out that much. I didn't go for boba, I didn't get that much coffee, and I didn't really do anything fun or treat myself. So it was a little bit shocking to me. Everything is definitely getting more expensive. I mean, the cost of living is also rising. And when I think back to being in Iowa, I don't think I would have ever spent more than $100 per week. But again, that's back in Iowa, and that was also a long time ago. And obviously, this total doesn't include things like rent or other bills and stuff that I need to pay on a monthly basis. If you're interested to know how much I spend in a month, definitely let me know. Maybe I can elaborate on that in another video. But anyway, I hope this was interesting to you guys, and I hope that everyone can find a way to stay on a good budget while also living a happy life and enjoying themselves every once in a while. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.